What's good, everybody? CB Sports TV. Shout out to the LDBC. So, the WBA hands down a 6-month suspension to Jarrell Big Baby Miller, which is amazing because this man failed 3 different tests. The first one for GW 1516, the second one for HGH, and the third one for EPO. This man failed 3 tests, okay? I need y'all to understand that. 3 tests. 3 different tests. Not all in one test. 3 separate tests from VADA. Now, when Luis Ortiz failed his test, which ended up being for high blood pressure, the WBA suspended this man for, about 9 months or 11, or about a year, close to a year, about a year, and removed him from their rankings. Jarrell Miller only gets 6 months. Something don't sound right. I'm sorry, but I mean, I don't get that. Like, how in the hell do you only get a 6-month suspension and you failed 3 different tests? Is it because Eddie Hearn is real good with, you know what I'm saying, he's got the WBA in his back pocket? Is that what it is? Because that's what I'm thinking that it is. Because, I mean, how in the hell you only get suspended for 6 months? Hell, Canelo failed 2 different tests, only got a 6-month suspension. But, I mean, Jarrell Miller, like how? So the WBA is not accurate here. They're not accurate. How you suspend Luis Ortiz for an entire year and remove him from your rankings? Jarrell Miller, we're just going to give you a slap on the wrist. So pretty much, he'll be able to fight this year. Jarrell Miller will still be able to fight this year. Do you see the hypocrisy that I'm talking about? The BS that I'm talking about? That is a load of crap. There's no way in hell that this man should be able to fight, not this year, not next year, or the year after. This man took 3 different drugs. He really could have hurt Anthony Joshua if you got in the ring with him. Off of EPO, HGH, and GW 1516, you could have hurt any opponent. You know, and this is not his first failed test. Jarrell Miller is a repeat offender. He's failed before. So, I want to know, the WBA need to, they got some explaining to do. Like, how the hell this man only gets a goddamn 6-month suspension for all 3 of those drugs at that? And he's still in your rankings. Y'all have not said nothing about removing this man from your rankings. I smell BS at its finest. That's what this is right here. This is a load of crap. I might have to get the WBA phone up and call them and ask them how the hell Luis Ortiz get a full year suspension for some high blood pressure medication, and he was in the WBC. It had nothing to do with your sanctioning body at all, but you still suspending him for a year. They gotta explain this to me like I'm a 3-year-old, because this I don't understand. But Jarrell Miller, who was in your who was fighting for your belt and fails 3 different drug tests, only gets a 6-month suspension. Is it because Eddie Hearn greased y'all pocket, like just suspended for 6 months, and so he can still be an Anthony Joshua opponent down the line? Yup. Because no matter what, they're gonna try to get him that Anthony Joshua fight. Eddie Hearn is. Because, you know, Jarrell Miller's one of his good bucks, you know, his good American buck. You know? That's what it is. Eddie Hearn can come out in public and try to say all that crap all he wants to, but we know what it is behind the scenes. He's still going to work with Jarrell Miller, and Jarrell Miller probably sometime next year, more than likely, he's going to get that AJ fight. We're going to keep it real. And I'm just being honest. That's what it is. That's how I see it. So this is a load of crap. The WBA is full of crap. It's one that's just, you know what I'm saying, a vintage, corrupt sanctioning body like the WBC, the WBO, and the IBF. All the sanctioning bodies are corrupt, so I'm not surprised. But only a 6-month suspension? Y'all didn't even have the audacity or the decency to give this man a year, which would have been a slap on the wrist. But this right here, this really ain't no damn suspension. This ain't nothing. 6 months for failing 3 different drug tests. Whew. And then all that, but this is the heavyweight division. One punch where you connect on the button with a person, with your opponent, you can literally kill them. And Jarrell Miller's not a small dude. 6'3", 300 plus pounds on that. But all you get is that. See, this is what I'm talking about. And boxing's not going to learn to a big star tragically loses their life one day. And when they get the pantsuit up off them, and when these sanctioned bodies literally go broke and have to go out of business, then they'll learn. But these sanctioned bodies have not learned their lesson yet. That's very evident by what they're showing with this. The WBA just showed this. The WBC showed that with Canelo, because Canelo should have been suspended for at least a year. Fell in 2 tests for clenbuterol. I don't care because, you know what I'm saying, you're a cash cow in boxing. I don't care about that. You're going there to literally try to hurt somebody and potentially end somebody's life. That's what you're potentially doing when you take these performance-enhancing drugs, because you're getting an unfair advantage. And this is disgusting. This is the part of boxing that I can't stand, that I truly hate. And then because, you connected with the right people, or you get a slap on the wrist, or just going, well, don't do it no more. When all you do is change a molecule or something like that, you can still be on it. Boxing needs to be commissioned, period, point blank. A federal commission that these sanctioned bodies need to adhere to. And if they don't, then who cares? Then you got to go. Then you don't make, because you won't get no sanction fees, you won't make no money. Nobody cares. Because see, the money's over here in America. So something needs to be done about that. Big time. This is unacceptable. It really is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. CB Sports TV, shout out to the LDBC.